Willie D Live.
How often do you get compared to Sommore?
You know what? I think the only people that have compared me to Sommore have been like black people. Like,
Really?
Yeah, like no, but I know it's always Tiffany Haddish, or I mean, really, yeah. At first, it was always Tiffany Haddish, and that would always offend me. And if it offends me now, nothing against her. I think she's great, but it's like I know why y'all are comparing me and her. You're only comparing us because y'all think that these two black women look exactly alike and perform alike, and we don't. You know. And so that would really upset me. But now what's interesting, I feel like I'm doing better in comedy because now I'm getting compared to men. So now people are comparing me to like male comedians, which I think is hilarious. But no Sommore, no Wanda Sykes, which will all be compliments, you know.
I mentioned Sommore because Sommore does have striking beauty.
Mm-hmm. She's the leather pants and the titties out and all that.
The style and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And you got that. I remember the first time I met you, I thought you was an R&B singer.
Oh, I get that. Bottle girl,
Yeah.
groupie, just hanging around in the green room with a notebook.
I thought you was an R&B singer. And then when I was like, she a comedian. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna call it strike and ball to ball. Hey, look, I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah.
I didn't have high expectations because typically, attractive women don't really good looking, really attractive women. They just don't really do well in comedy. Typically.
No, and I love that. I'm not offended by that at all. I love when I come on. I love when I walk into a club or something, and people are like looking at me like, oh, she probably waiting for like her sugar daddy or something to pull up, and then they see me on stage, and it's like I can feel the gasp, like, oh, she's one of the comics.
I think your thing is really natural. Like you don't like try to overcompensate for being attractive. I know attractive women who try to go overboard to throw people off. Like, look, don't look at my face, don't look at my body.
Right.
Listen to these jokes I'm about to tell, and they just be saying the craziest, wildest things just to get like a reaction to show people that they really are a comedian. And your jokes fit. Like it's in pocket. Everything is like right in pocket. It's not too much over here. It's not too vulgar. It's not too prissy. It's like right there in pocket.
Thank you.
Yeah. So it works, and I can tell. I know that because you do have good jokes. That's the first reason why they want to work with you, not because you're cute.
Right.
They want to work with you because comedians respect jokes.
Right.
If you ain't got the jokes, they don't give a damn how you look.
Right.
Be like, yeah, let's hook up over here.
Right, yeah. I'll give you unpaid stage time or something. Yeah, no, not over here.
Not I mean. Yeah, because at the end of the day, you gotta be able to sell tickets. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, you can't sell those tickets, man. People don't care how good you look if you can't sell tickets.
And it happens a lot, and it's interesting because I've had things happen. I've talked about this before where I always say this. When the conversation of comedy happens, especially like amongst like, my age group or like the new up and coming, people in comedy. When we have these conversations, I'm like, why do you do comedy? And I'm not like questioning you, like why? And I usually ask people that like come to me trying to do stand-up, and I can just I'm not judging them, but I can tell they're not trying to do stand-up because they love the art form, or they want to try it, they want to learn it, they like the attention. They like the attention. And that's what happens to some, I won't even say just girls, people in general. What'll happen is they just they feel so lost in life or whatever it may be. They thought they were going to be a teacher by now, they're not. They thought they were going to be this and they're not. And it ends up showing. And so what I've come into contact with is like some people will say this to me where they're like, oh, we just thought you was one of those girls. Because I've had girls be like, oh, you're pretty, I'm pretty, let's do a podcast together. No, I'm not going to do a podcast with you just because we're cute. We could collab on the OnlyFans and get money, but I'm not going to, just because we're both cute little girls, or women or whatever, that's not, I'm not gonna, because I don't want to be. You think I'm beautiful? You think you visualize me naked? I don't care about none of that. But I got these jokes, and I rather you respect that first then you can talk about the other stuff. I don't care about that because I'm not stupid. I know I look good and I smell good too. But also, like, I do the work. You know what I mean?